Bitcoin taking a nice little dump on us to send us below one of our major trendline support areas. So what could this mean for Bitcoin going on into the future? We're going to take a look at the charts, see what might be going on here, see what we can determine based on some of our chart analysis. And if that sounds interesting to y'all, go ahead and stick around and let's get started. All right, so if you're brand new to the channel, we use the Market Cipher Indicator by CryptoFace alongside with the TI Sequential by ToneVase and the Market Guide buy and sell signals. So we're using a few paid for indicators. If you're interested in picking some of those up, you can find some of the links for those down in the description box below. And we're gonna dive on into the chart, see what might be going on here. Bitcoin just had a nice little kind of sell-off here. Let's see how much of a percent of a sell-off this was, all the way down to about the 9K area, 926, which led to about a 2% sell-off, just right around there. So, I mean, nothing crazy, but at the same time, Bitcoin has been kind of giving us a little bit of sideways action, so we were expecting somewhat of a big move to occur, and this is probably just another range pattern that we could probably find ourselves in, but we are breaking below one of our key trend line areas that we had been pointing out on the channel too. So now it looks like we are coming back up to kind of retest that trend line maybe as resistance. We'll have to kind of take a look at it and see, but we're looking at the 15-minute chart to start off with, and we can see here that we are retesting our VWAP too. So we had our sell-off that came below our VWAP, indicating that the bears did want to take control of this market for the time being. And now we're having a retest on the VWAP and on that trend line resistance area now, which used to be support. So we're going to have to wait to see if that wants to kind of make its way to push back, keep going up, or if we are going to find enough resistance there and maybe the bears will continue to take control of the market. But we can also see here on our 15-minute time frame that we are getting a green dot as of right now, signifying that we may be pushing up just a tad bit more, so possibly breaking back up above, back into the symmetrical wedge that we did find ourselves in. So let's go on into our 30-minute time frame here, see what's happening. 30-minute time frame. Not too much to be determined here. We are seeing still our red money flow that's looking relatively thick right now. And then also our blue wave still trying to push us back up just a tad bit, but this money flow looks pretty heavy and we could start to range down here a little bit longer. So going on into our 45-minute time frame, we're going to turn off Cipher SR. And let's see what our support resistances were back on Cipher SR. About 9,200 was our swing high, and our swing low was right at about 9K. So that's just something to take note of there. We'll turn it off for right now. And as we start to zoom out, we'll use some of our other indicators as well. Let's turn on our trendline indicator and see what's happening here. Looks like we have an error going on there. Oh well. And so we'll just use here on the 45-minute time frame, so we can kind of see that it still looks like we're ranging below our key trend line area. It does look like we broke through it with a substantial amount of volume to the downside. We wicked through it, and then we finally had the candle body start to close below that trend line support area too as well. So let's go on into our 1 hour time frame, see what's happening here. You can also see that our money flow is still kind of rounding off just a tad bit here too as well. But other than that, it does look like, on our 1 hour, we do have a push back up with a 9 here. So an imperfect 9, maybe to send us back up a little bit higher. That is right around where we got that big green dot down here as well too. So we could see a little bit of a bounce moving forward, but we'll have to kind of wait to see exactly how this is going to play out. Let's go into our 90-minute time frame. 90-minute time frame, also giving us a big green dot down here as well, indicating a potential bottom that could be forming for us as of right now. So we'll have to kind of wait to see how this wants to play out for us moving forward. Turning on our trend line support and resistance areas for us right now. Let's turn on our Aldo EMAs as well too, and kind of get a better perspective of this. So our 90-minute time frame, you can see that our EMAs were just all kind of clipping down to the bottom side here, and then we had that substantial sell-off to send us back down below this trend line area. So now we're finding some trend line on our purple, some support on our purple trend lines here on the 90-minute time frame. So if we start to break below these, that'll be even more bullish, but we could start to range in this this diagonal channel that we have going on here. And so we have some resistance right back up above 9,200 area, but it does look substantially like we will be kind of ranging a little bit further out to the side underneath this trend line area that was support and is now resistance for us. Let's go into our 2-hour time frame. And before we get started with that, I do want to let you know that there has been a big scam that just happened inside of the crypto space on Twitter. So you know, you need to be careful when you're out there. And this is why I decided to create the Path to Crypto course for Crypto Takeover. So Path to Crypto course is basically a beginner course if you're getting started in crypto, learning where to buy and sell your assets, learning how to find those fiat to crypto gateways, alongside with a few other things that you just need to be familiar with when jumping into this market. So you can come over here and see all the course curriculum. I do have an early bird special going on right now. The course is not complete with all the curriculum just yet, but I will be updating it periodically as time progresses forward. So if you want to go ahead and come get signed up for that, if you're kind of brand new to the crypto space, wanting to learn how to navigate it, want to learn a little bit more about websites that you can also reference and check out, and just how to avoid scams in general, I also have a section in there that I already uploaded, avoiding scams. So that's just something that you need to be aware of whenever you get into this space, is that it's probably really easy for people to scam people inside of this space. So I want you to make sure that you're aware of that. But we do have the early bird special going on for the crypto course, and this is a Path to Cryptocurrency. So I will be coming out with the trading course later, probably later on, but I did want to push this one out for all the newbies out there. So if you're brand new to the space and you're wanting to learn how to get started in cryptocurrency, check out Path to Crypto course. First link in the description box below. And then also we have our private trading group page that you can join and sign up for if you'd like. So we have quite a few members in there right now as well. But I give you all my ins and outs of the markets, what I'm doing daily, my extremely biased opinion, through a daily summary that I write up on Discord. So feel free to check that out if you're interested in signing up for it. We do have the membership page that is available through Patreon. And then once you join Patreon, you'll get access to the private Discord server as well. And then also, if you're interested in just getting my private videos that I put out periodically to my Patreon members, I upload those private videos to the YouTube membership page. It is a little bit cheaper. The only thing is that you don't get access to the trading group, but you will still get access to all my private videos that I release. So you can check out that on the YouTube membership page, and it is a little bit cheaper than the Patreon page when you get the YouTube membership. So definitely check that out. Then also, we're on our way to 3,000 subs relatively soon. So make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment down below 3,000 subs if you want to see the channel grow. I'd really appreciate that as well. But in order to qualify for that $100 giveaway, you need to be signed up for the newsletter. So make sure that you get signed up for the newsletter. It is free to sign up for, and it's just an easy way for me to get back in touch with you if you end up winning the giveaway or not. So come over here, third link in the description box below, or I think maybe now it's fourth link, to get signed up for that newsletter. Going back on into the charts, looking at our 2-hour time frame, we can kind of see that this was also a key trend line area that we had kind of, we could take note of here for sure. And then this kind of here, and then we broke below that. So that would have been a nice little trade for us to kind of take if you were considering that. But seeing all the purple triangles to the downside definitely had a nice indication for us to kind of push a little bit lower, breaking some of these key trend line areas here. As we started to break those, and we started to have a little bit more of a sell-off. So I really like using the trend lines indicator. That is a free indicator, so you can go research that a little bit more if you'd like. Let's go on into our 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, no sign of a big green dot just yet, but I would imagine that we'll probably get a big green dot down here relatively soon. Moving forward, just patience, and maybe we'll see somewhat of a little bit of a bounce here moving forward from here on out. Now, I was cutting off some wicks down here, so I might be able to redraw those here in the near term future, but it does look like we are starting to kind of see us break below some major areas down here to the bottom side too as well. EMAs are also trickling off to the downside. Money flows moving off to the downside as well too. We are in a bear count as of right now. So let's go on into our 6 hour, see what's happening here. 6 hour, we do have a sell signal with Market God on our 6 hour right now too, so we could see a little bit of lower numbers. We have an aggressive 13 to the upside though, so ending an extended bear count that we had with an aggressive 13 to the upside. So we could still come back up and maybe get back up into the symmetrical triangle. That is a possibility, and then range a little bit further out. But you can see here that we have major resistance up ahead of us too as well. So I think I could have sworn it was the 6 hour where I was seeing some of the trend lines signal that was giving us major resistance up above head. But for some reason, I guess it's giving us an error right now. Let's see if it wants to. Well, anywho, the yellow trend line that we have up here also, that is signifying that there's major resistance up above head for us. And let's see if we can get this one to load this time. Okay, so here on the 6 hour, you can kind of see all these green trend lines up here that have been forming. That's a lot of resistance up above head for us. So if we start to break above that, we're going to need a substantial amount of volume. Like I pointed out in some of our previous videos as well too. I'll go ahead and turn on the buy and sell indicators. This is our free indicator that we use, but use it with a custom parameter as well. We had a sell signal way back here, and it looks like that has been kind of playing out for us pretty neutral for the most part. So going on into our 8 hour time frame. Still holding underneath some of our green trend lines here. We did break below our purple trend line, and we started to see some of our purple triangles to the downside as well too. We do have an aggressive 13 to the upside, so we'll have to see what kind of bounce that might give us. But as of right now, our blue wave is still kind of pushing us to the bottom side, and money flow is kind of unsure of itself right now as well too, going on into our 12 hour time frame. 12 hour time frame, starting to see our EMAs kind of cross each other. Our 13's crossing below our 100 as of right now. If our 50 crosses below the 100 too as well, that's going to be another nice little bearish indication for us too. So it looks like on our 12 hour, we've been kind of ranging here with our 13 crossing below our 50, and then but haven't had yet our 50 cross below our 100. So this might be a nice little time frame to keep an eye on, whether or not that 50 crosses below the 100. That's going to be a relatively bearish sign for us moving forward. But it does look like we are starting to get a little bit of that entanglement with our EMAs here, and them deciding a clear direction. So if our 50 crosses below our 100, I would definitely anticipate probably a little bit more of a sell-off. It looks like we had a blood diamond back here on our 12 hour as well too, over the past couple of days. So there's something to take note of for the most part right now. Aggressive 13 to the top, but nothing significant happened there. And now we're starting to see an extended bear count even here on our 12 hour as well, going on into our 21. 21 still has a momentum to the downside with our blue wave here. Money flow is still kind of unsure of itself as of right now. Extended bear count is being played out here, also on the TI sequential. It does look like our trend lines have loaded, but nothing significant here for us to see as of right now. We do have a purple trend line right at about 8,700. So if we come back down to retest that 8,700 area, we need to be very aware that if we break that 8,700 area, we could see some definitely lower numbers inside of the Bitcoin space too as well. 13 wants to cross below the 100 here on our 21 hour as well. And that 50 EMA is also clipping down to the bottom side. So going on into our daily time frame, let's see what's happening here. And before we move on from there, I do want to let you know that the Discord server is available to the public. So if you're interested in joining our Discord server, it is available. We have quite a few people in there that are engaging in regular chat daily. So I'm super excited to see the Discord server grow. So come in there and chat with us if you're trading, if you just have some questions you want to ask about Bitcoin and learn a little bit more, then come in there and get familiar with the community. They're very helpful, and everyone's very friendly in there. And so whenever you actually join the Discord server, you'll be brought to a welcome page. On that welcome page, just make sure that you read through the community rules and guidelines, and then you'll click a little green checkbox at the very bottom of that, and that'll give you access to the Discord server. So come in there, join it. Links in the description box. Then also we have our Crypto Takeover announcements page. So if you're interested in getting announcements about what we have going on inside of the crypto space, or inside of just Crypto Takeover in general, like when we're running specials and sales on our products or anything like that, then definitely you need to be a subscriber to the Crypto Takeover announcements page too as well. And then also we use the TradingView Premium plan. If you're interested in upgrading, looks like we're having a nice little pump right now as we speak, but nothing too significant, sitting at about 9,100. But we use the premium plan on TradingView. If you do want to upgrade, check out some of the links in the description box below. If you are using the Market Cipher Indicator by CryptoFace, I would at least recommend you have the Pro Plus plan. It allows you to have a few more indicators on your screen, such as the buy and sell signals, the Whales buy and sell signals, and also our Aldo EMAs. Those are both custom indicators that I teach you how to set up. They're free indicators, but they use custom parameters. And actually, the Aldo EMAs is a custom code that I give you inside of the Patreon page. So I would say the Patreon page is, just getting that value and how to set those up is going to be a lot of value for you moving forward. So let's look at our daily here. Our daily is kind of interesting because we can see here on our daily that we're still in the symmetrical triangle. So this is something to also kind of take note of as of right now. We are getting a red dot on our daily. Money flow is still kind of moving down, maybe into that reddish territory as well. It does look like it's kind of clipping down here quite a bit right now. So this is something to take note of. For the most part, it does look like we are seeing a substantial cut inside of our blue wave here to push us down a little bit lower. VWAP's also headed down too. But the fact that we are still trending inside of this symmetrical triangle on our daily, it looks like it could be a fake out wick, but at the same time, I think our momentum's telling us that definitely it looks like we have some room to the downside from here on out. And I could actually redraw this trend line maybe to not cut off as many wicks, but it does look like we are still ranging inside of this trend line structure as of right now. So something to take note of there. As we move forward, it does look like we are trying to find support here, but if we end up breaking through that with a substantial amount of volume, then it could lead to more sell-off. Our 50 and our 13 EMA also got a squeeze, and it looks like we are looking like we want to signify another bearish cross for us right now. Our 100 EMA is sitting at about 8,900. So just something to take note of moving forward from here on out. No major trend lines that we haven't broken just yet. We broke this one a couple of days ago, and it does look like that has been definitely a sign of sell pressure moving forward from here on out. Going on into our 2-day. Go on into our 2-day time frame. 2-day time frame. We're still hugging our 13 EMA as of right now too as well. Looks like we wanted to come back down and retest that 50 right at about 8,900. So these are just some key areas that we need to take note of as of right now. We are getting a red dot on our 2-day as well too, but I don't want to keep this video going too much longer. For the most part, it does look like Bitcoin is starting to see a little bit of momentum loss as of right now, and it's starting to look a little bit weaker on some of these mid to higher time frames. So just be aware of that moving forward from here on out. But I want to thank y'all for coming back again today. Thanks for joining me on Crypto Takeover. Don't forget, if you want to become a Patreon member and join us in the trading group page, check out that link in the description box below. And then also we have our course that is available for mostly beginners that are just now getting into cryptocurrency. So feel free to check that out if you're interested. It is a one-time payment only, and you'll have lifetime access to all the updates that we have going on inside of that course moving forward. So thanks for sticking around, y'all. We're on our way to 3,000 subs. Comment down below 3,000 subs, so that way I know that you are supportive of the channel growth and seeing this channel grow and me producing daily content for y'all. With that being said, I'll see y'all on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.